The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 44. Got the NASDAQ off 30. S&Ps are down 11.5. Gold contracts up $1.80 at 12.04. We have silver up 8 cents, $16.97. Oil is down $1.08 at 47.32. They're hammering oil even with that northeaster up there, so we have plenty of oil, baby. Bonds, 10-year note up 3 ticks, 122.29. 30-year bond up 9 ticks, 146.21. Notes and bonds are waiting for the Fed. Good old King Dollar. King Dollar's up 245 ticks, 101.440. You have the euro trading at 106 to the U.S. dollar, the yen 114 to the U.S. dollar, and it's Happy Pi Day.
Yeah, 3.14, March 14th.
Yeah.
You got it.
And they've put it out to the trillions and the decimal points, right?
So they've calculated it out, put it out. Yeah, they've calculated it out to, yeah. That's what makes it such a cool number, right?
It does, man.
Keep going, and I'm sure with the powers of computing today. But 3.14159, and so it goes. And it's the relationship between, the circumference to the diameter of a circle, and how that...
You gotta love it.
I'm sure that ties in to Fibonacci somewhere, right?
Well, that's why there's no doubt it's got it. Math is where it's at. When we talk about math is where it's at and talk about probabilities, let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Every trading day right here, folks, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand the option market upside down? Kevin and Scott got a great program, swim lessons. Get it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How's everybody doing?
Well, we're doing great. We're in Florida. All our friends back home are getting hammered with snow.
we're not dodging the bullet here in Chicago either, Tom.
Oh, you got it too?
Oh, yeah. Chicago got it. Not as bad as the Northeast, but we're getting a good solid between 4 and 6 inches.
Oh, that's a big storm.
It's enough to complicate things for sure.
That is a big storm. Holy cow.
I'll tell you, the only thing good about this time of the year and a snowstorm is it's not going to last.
Yes.
Right.
So you got to make it through the original blast, and then you're hoping. It should be, 50s here by the weekend. But, yeah, this is not a beautiful morning. There's times when you like to live in Chicago. This isn't one of them.
Yeah. That's all right. Just as you say, though, there's no doubt.
Thankfully, it's nearing the light at the end of the tunnel when you're in March.
It's not, and folks, if you've ever been in bad weather, your worst nightmare, whether it's Chicago or Boston, is it snows like this, it gets a little bit warmer for 1 or 2 days, and it snows again, and then everything is ice underneath, and you can't get it out.
It freezes, right, and then it's all dirty.
Yeah,
totally.
Right.
But it's the week of St. Patrick's Day. How bad of a mood can I be in?
Totally, man. I mean, it's as good as you can get.
They gotta get that river ready for all that green dye, right?
Where you live,
That's right.
Chicago.
In Chicago too?
The big river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because they do it in Tampa too.
Okay, the big one, Chicago.
Yeah.
So the question is, can't we just fast forward to tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern or 1 o'clock Central and just get this over with?
I know.
Because everyone's waiting. These markets are just in a big pause, waiting for tomorrow's announcement to come out, which is a done deal, I think, in my eyes.
Yes.
But what I want to see is, what does she say in that press conference at 2:30 Eastern?
I know.
That's when that press conference starts. That's what's going to move this market. Her comments coming out of that meeting.
It definitely is, because, I mean, when you look at it, we're only in March, and this is the second rate hike. They said only 3. Well, are we going to go the rest of the year without only 1 more? Right. I don't know. That's like kind of pushing it, I think.
Sure.
They get a couple out of the way. It's going to be a lot easier to do 2 more when, you get, 7, 8 months left in the year.
Yeah.
Right, and let's face it, guys, the Fed funds futures, they helped her out.
Yeah.
Right? They kind of made the decision for her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That she was going to do, because she hasn't really said anything, but some of the Fed people have come out and talked about it, and the numbers certainly back it up. So, that non-farm payroll number on Friday didn't do anything to discourage them.
Right.
So I think it's just a matter now of what she says coming out of this meeting after they raise.
You know, it's so amusing. We're just looking at the Fed funds futures, Kevin, and it's like there's actually only a 94% chance that they're going to go up a quarter of a point. And that's because there's a 6% chance. There's a 6% chance, Kevin, that it says they go up a half a point.
Ooh, yeah.
Just to put things in total perspective.
That's right. That's how that's looking.
Well,
that's
which
I don't see, but how skewed it is. Go ahead, yeah.
Interesting that you say that, Tommy, because Janet Yellen is not in the surprise business.
Right.
But we were saying what would surprise this market?
Right.
And two things: no change would surprise the market, or a half-point change would surprise the market.
Yeah.
And so those are the two outliers that you have to look for. I think a quarter point is in the market.
Sure.
And now we're looking to June, where we had our numbers yesterday at over a 50% chance of June.
Yeah, it's 50.8% as we're speaking right now.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, I think everything moves to June once we get through this meeting, and Janet Yellen, we'll see how she guides us going forward.
Yeah, no doubt. And the aspect of like how fast this will go, if in fact it's going to go fast, is the cheap money days just might be over, which would be a mind blower. I mean, it's been so long.
We almost can't comprehend. That's what's
right. You definitely.
I can't.
Your generation, because you go back 12 years and
anytime
totally.
we've had debt, right?
Right, totally. Folks, right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin Hinks, Scott Connor, Swim Lessons. Great show. Go to TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Kevin, have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks,
Have
Kevin.
a great one. Coming right back, folks. You stay right there. Dow's down 41. Nasdaq's off 30. S&Ps are off 11.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 52. You get the Nasdaq off 31. S&Ps are down 12. We have gold up 220. Silver's up 2 cents. You get the light sweet crude down 97 cents. Notes and bonds, they're catching a bid, and good old King Dollar still can't handle it. It's up 200 ticks now. It started the day out at 440 ticks. If we go inside the Dow Industrials and we take a look at what you have happening, strength versus the weakness. Strength out here this morning is Nike. It's putting 6 points into it. Walmart's putting 6. Disney's putting 5. Johnson & Johnson's putting 4. Taken away from it, the oil market. Yeah, Chevron's down
Definitely.
13. Caterpillar 12. Goldman down 10. 10 points this is, taken away from it. If we just go to, let me see, Chevron for a second. It's down $2. Yeah, you get these are breaking down. You
Huge moves in oil, right?
Yeah,
Last
right.
2 days for sure.
Right. So let's bring up that oil market. And, you know, I was just looking at the weather in Boston. I mean, look at this weather. This is like cold weather, man. I mean, you know, it's 33 now, but tomorrow they're saying it's going to be...
Why don't you slide that across so they can see what you're looking at?
Yeah. So, look at this thing. Today's, the high's 38.
Sure.
Snowing like crazy. 8 to 12 inches, they're saying.
Yeah.
But look at tomorrow. Tomorrow night, it's 19 degrees.
That's a low, yeah.
Yeah. That's cold for Boston, you know?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, a little, but
Well,
20 for a low is not, you know, you might get some swings, as in 20 to 40 seems like not too outlandish, but yeah, hopefully some warmer weather to get some melting up there, right?
Natural gas market is down 2%. Oil is down.
That was a big the Saudis came out and said that they were like producing 10 million barrels
a day, right.
a day, and
Right.
that was a little bit of a surprise to the market.
I guess so.
I guess so. I know
Yeah.
it was below, I guess, what they're required for the OPEC deal.
Right. So, you know.
It was a surprise either way, for sure.
This thing's going right down. You're at 48.02. The high and the low is 47.13. Looks like it's going right for it. I mean, and you have some real juice behind this move low out here this morning. There's some good juice.
With that
down
kind
there.
of movement news, you get some volume in there.
No doubt.
Even
Oh.
on a snow day with no volume.
And, you know, you talk about, now this happened when I was on the air yesterday. This is pretty intense. This is like Valiant.
Mm-hmm.
So Valiant Pharmaceutical, right now it's trading 10.73.
Yeah.
Ackerman got out of it yesterday, $11.
Yeah.
Sold everything out. Pretty intense, man. So whoever bought it at 11.2 is in a losing position right now.
Right.
And if you take a look at this, folks, it was trading, when he said he was selling at 11, the lowest it traded yesterday was 11.87.
Yeah.
So whoever bought the amount of shares,
Yeah.
they either, we'll find out whether they got to move it out prior to the open this morning, you know. That's
Yeah.
pretty intense, though.
Yes.
You know, what does happen is this, though, is that it's not as intense as when I first thought, because, see, you remember what happened here is that he lost like $4.8 billion, but he had made $2.2 billion on him and Valiant had tried to do a takeover.
Okay.
And what happened is that they didn't allow it to go through, but he made that much money prior to it. So it's like, you know, it's bad, but it's not food.
But it's only 2.8 billion. It's not 4.8 billion. I mean, I was coming in thinking, man, I shouldn't sweat losing trades as much if you keep yourself in check. If the guys out there crushing Wall Street can lose 2.4 billion, 2.8 billion on a trade and move on.
And move on.
Right.
And what that's going to be about, folks, is that, you know, he controls billions, and what this guy does do, he's a plunger. Okay, so a plunger specifically buys not a lot of companies and buys a big part of them.
Sure.
And
Because Herbalife is his big deal as well.
Herbalife, and he's had some big misses over the years, but on a basis as to making money, I believe his record is pretty good. You know.
Yeah, I'm not sure where
Yeah.
it's been as the Valiant and Herbalife stories have shaped, because the two of them combined are both pretty
It's
big,
intense, I know, man.
pretty big positions and pretty
Yeah.
gigantic losses. Because
Right.
Herbalife's a big one too,
Oh,
and he's got Icon on the other side of that trade, which is
yeah.
not what you want
No.
when you're trying to short a company.
No,
Yeah.
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a lot easier pumping a stock up than killing a stock.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We're getting some juice to the downside out here.
SB's down, what, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
A decent move
Yeah.
in relation to where we've been recently.
That's, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you get, we're at 23.57. So what we're going to have here, folks, is that the low that was established last week on the 9th is game here, which is 23.51. It's only 6 points away from where we are. Because that had volume, too. Now, if we get volume out of this on the way down, you're going to have a small ABC structure on the way down. Let me see if I put up the SPY. Let's see that correlation. It's only a tiny one, but it's 90 million shares. You're at 12.5 right now.
What's so amusing, just even visually, can you go back? What was the last one you were looking at? The SP futures?
Yes,
Go ahead.
yeah,
I feel like it's stuck out a little bit. I mean, just even the bar, just how much we've gone up. This bar almost like sticks out. You go back, like how many days have we been down? Just even this negative bar, right? It's I don't see any here, any here.
We haven't.
Maybe this bar
You're
was
right.
like a little bit down. Nothing. Maybe this bar.
Right.
Nothing. I mean, I'm just going back to that's all the way to the election. I'm like, there might be two bars that might stick out for like a 14-point S&P move, and I know, pretty remarkable.
No, it's huge.
Just visually, right
you
there.
know, last night when I had Steve Rhodes on, I was interviewing Steve Rhodes at the
Sure.
first.
I was listening to some of it, but go ahead.
Right.
I didn't hear this part.
Well, what happened is that he was showing, like year by year, like what corrections there were, right? And I was surprised that there were even like any corrections this year, because it seemed like there wasn't.
Where
you know
were
what
they?
I mean?
I'll have to go back and listen to that segment.
It was tiny. No, it was tiny.
I'm
tiny.
sure. This is a daily
You know?
chart too, as you dig into things, right? But on a daily basis, man,
Yeah.
See where we shake out.
No, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
Be interesting if on the snowstorm day, right?
Yeah.
Catch people out of the office, maybe.
There's no doubt.
The big players wouldn't be out of the office, but it would just be an amusing if today they can get some acceleration on the day when, there's going to be some people out, there's going to be light volume.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and now watch this, though. This is what's going to be interesting. Then I was expecting light volume also, and all of a sudden in the Qs, right, all day yesterday in the Qs, right, we did 10.7 million. We're already done 4.1 million.
Yeah.
This is an indication that there's sellers here, you know. And if that keeps up, you know, we'll see how it gets into the 130.14 area. 130.14 is that low that was generated out here in the 9th.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So no doubt, lots of action out here. If we go back over to that dollar, you see, as we keep moving through our show, that dollar, you know, basically.
Dollar's so important, you got it up twice.
I know. I saw that. Seriously, man. DXM7. I know. Yeah. So look what it did. It come right into Friday's downdraft and just couldn't handle it. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
If you're looking to unearth a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Core Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 4 equally weighted commodities: gold, copper, WTI oil, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With no pricing caps, you can potentially earn an unlimited upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across semi-annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. With certain commodities on the rebound, now is the time to take advantage. The March 23rd funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once more, that's 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
TFNN has just launched a special event in Tampa with Tom O'Brien taking place March 18th, sponsored by Nadex. Tom O'Brien will be presenting 2 workshops for a combined 2.5 hours of education, bisecting and dissecting his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. March 18th kicks off with a continental breakfast as we get everyone checked in, and that is followed by 2 75-minute workshops with Tom O'Brien. The first workshop from 8:45 until 10 a.m. will cover quality volume, cause and effect, and ABC structures, and the second workshop from 10:15 until 11:30 a.m. will cover swing points, testing, and the Tiger Gartley. Tom will then wrap things up with a question and answer session, which will be followed by a Tiger Luncheon Social on the rooftop of the Westin Hotel. The best part is that it's all free, but you must register to attend. Visit the front page of TFNN.com for all the details and to sign up today, and we hope to see you in Tampa on March 18th.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 85, NASDAQ down 43, S&P's down 16, and there's some traction happening out here. That's Dow's down 0.4%, S&P's down 0.4, NASDAQ down 0.7. Now, what's intriguing here is that because we're at such high numbers,
Sure.
you can see that percentage is not a lot, but look at, look at the numbers. It's like, whoa, okay,
Right.
especially the S&P. It's like 15 points in the S&P is like, that's a good number. It's only 0.4%.
Right, and you're talking about you need almost 24 points
for 1%
to get a 1% move.
Ooh, that's
the S&P.
heavy.
Yeah,
that's heavy, folks.
Yeah.
And we got a big week coming on. We got March 17th. We got St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. Friday. We'll have to behave ourselves because we have a big day Saturday.
I know, and
you especially. I might have a little bit more fun than you had because you're going to be on point, man. But you're going to have some Saturday night fun. You'll kick it off with the social, right? I know that's why even ourselves, we got a big week. We'll be working hard. You'll be working hard that Saturday morning. And then you'll get to enjoy yourself too for the lunch.
And then it's your birthday.
That's right, man. That's my birthday.
We got a birthday. We got everything happening.
Watch out for that Tiger social lunch in that rooftop.
Totally, folks. Because if you're going to be there, we're going to have a blast,
that's
man.
Right.
I mean,
that's the after workshop
because I got to be a good boy on March 17th.
You got a big morning, man. You get a lot of people counting on you on Saturday morning.
That's
exactly.
Right. We'll have some fun.
That's right.
Yeah. So Saturday morning. We got an event sponsored by Nadex, folks. Tampa Westin. It's going to start 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 to 8:30. We're going to do a continental breakfast, check-in. Dan Cook from Nadex is going to be speaking from 8:30 to 8:45.
And I think that Dan is coming into town Thursday, and he might be joining us on the show Friday.
Oh, that's awesome.
To have a good conversation. So that'll be great.
Boy,
he's an awesome guy, obviously. That would be great.
That is going to be dynamite.
Totally.
And then we are going to do, I'm going to do 75 minutes. 8:45 to 10 o'clock. That's going to be the first session. We're going to be talking quality, volume, cause and effect, and measured moves in the marketplace. Do a 15-minute break, and then I'm going to do another 75 minutes talking swing points, testing, and the Tiger Gartley buys and sells.
Yep. And you got question and answer too in there, right?
And then so that's going to bring us up to approximately the 11:45, 12 o'clock area. Half hour break.
go people do your thing, get a
Right.
little rest from that morning of educational activity.
Yep.
And then we'll go have a couple hours of fun and lunch and hanging out.
Exactly. On the top of the Tampa Weston, folks.
I haven't been actually up to that rooftop yet. I've seen it a
I saw
million
the pictures,
times. I
yeah.
know friends that have been up there.
Oh,
But,
good. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And because they have social functions up there all the time.
Nice. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. And if we do go over, if you go over to that NATEX platform,
Yeah.
you know.
We got some activity today, as we were saying.
There's activity.
Nice to see some green over there.
Yeah, well, it's St. Patrick's Day, man.
That's right, man. Yeah, and look at the action gold's gotten. I mean, this is just 10 o'clock when we came on the air practically. That's
Right.
950, that's 955, 1202. We're up $5 in gold just in the last about 35, 40 minutes.
Right. And
So, yeah, let's look at it's the same box, right?
It's the same
it's
box.
been hanging at that
It's-
1204 price level.
It has. And when we talk about that, we'd like you to test drive this product first, folks, okay? It's important to understand where these boxes are, what your risk versus reward is. You know, I've been trading the same box here for about a week and a half.
Yeah, 1200 to 1250.
Right.
Because it's kind of been hanging in a nice
Right.
zone where you have a low risk. And where did it expire yesterday? Did you have
I
value?
lost 50 cents.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like 1203, 12 something like that. So still pretty much
it was
where
cheap
it was at.
money,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And what has happened? This is, you know, even when I was going in at this morning, I says this is really intriguing that the option market itself is priced so well most times. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't pay a lot of premium yesterday, you know, because it hasn't moved a lot, right?
Sure.
This morning, I'm saying to myself, it was only 90 cents. It was not,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
that, you know,
No, and that's-
and
I
I said
just-
that's pretty amazing. You know, 90 cents to $1.
Sure.
You know, risk versus reward, and we got a little more volatility today. And so,
Yes.
you know, if you get the
That helps,
volatility,
right, yeah.
they'll start pricing them up.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm just going to find exactly where. Yeah, so it looks like right around here.
Yeah,
That's a nice buy point.
I did. I got a good buy point. There's
Yeah,
no
so
doubt.
you're looking 918 was the buy point. So
Yeah.
you're looking right about here. So yeah, you're trading, give or take 1202, let's call it, because
Yeah.
that bar is about 12017 to 12022.
Right.
So about 1202, yeah, and you're getting in a 12031. So what's nice is that's $1.10,
Yeah.
$1.20 in premium. But with that, this is your risk parameter, right? Max profit of 30. I'm sorry,
No,
the other way.
yeah.
There you go.
Which is pretty intense.
Right, that you're getting in, $3.10 above the bottom of the box, and that's all
Right.
your risk is it goes below that, and
Right.
you can see that already right now it's actually, you've doubled your investment.
Right.
Yeah.
And what happens, folks, as you know, if you do watch our show, the correlation there, that correlation was gold was coming into where it had some strength on Friday. The dollar was coming into that resistance point. And at that point, it has sold off. So we'll see what happens as we come up to 130. But if I bring this Bloomberg up just to show you, inside the DXM7, what you're going to see that this is an intraday 10-minute chart, and that's the sell-off. 10:30 in the morning, 24,000 contracts, 2,400 contracts, which is a lot in the aspect for the dollar index.
Okay.
And, just right, that's right where it starts selling off again. It did it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I did it up here.
Yeah. Yep. Right.
So,
Yeah.
and it looks like the way that this is going, we had hit 540, 101, 540, or at 101, 360. And this one's going to be an intriguing one because of the fact that we're, coming into the rate hike. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So we'll see where the whole thing shakes out. If you go over to the small caps have been the weakest. And look at this. They're going to give us a big clue today, folks. So check this out. The IWM looks like it's going to be an ABC down. Oh, get ready to load up, baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's down over 1%
Yep.
for today already. So.
And it's already broken the 134.89, the B point. It needs more than 35 million shares, and you get a big ABC down. The A
Sure.
point is 140.86. It's 6 points to 134.84. So that would be 130.79 would be the price projection. And that would be the swing point from December 1st. That'd be a big move, man.
That would definitely be a big move.
That'd be a big move.
Yeah.
So if that hangs down there today, would you want to start hunting? I know there's folks that are shot that right now because I got a couple calls right before the close last night. But you can really start hunting the S&Ps and the NASDAQ at that level because if, the small caps keep accelerating down and they break it with volume, your probability goes much higher that it's going to drag them down. And the NASDAQ is the one to really watch, because if that NASDAQ, for some reason, once the NASDAQ starts falling apart, it's like, oh man, I can like just these.
It would make sense, right, in terms of the companies that drive that.
Because they're high growth.
Are the companies that are driving a lot right now in terms of, you know, if the Apples and the Googles and are getting hurt, and the Amazons and
when they go, man, they go.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I mean, many of the newsletter writers and hosts that we have talk about, you know, how so few stocks have really driven, and whether it's even, then you look at the financials too, you know what I mean? Whether there's just so few stocks can really carry a lot of weight.
They're huge, you know, and when you ride them up, it's a beautiful thing, but look, at Facebook won't move though. That thing will not come off the highs. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right now, you have the Dow Industrials down 74. NASDAQ's off 38. S&P's are down 14. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. If we do take a look at the VIX, you'll see, this baby, I mean, when there's any type of downdraft, you talk about quick movements, man. We just went, yesterday it closed at $11.33, and you're at $12.48. And it looks that it's going to attack the top of this consolidation, which is $12.96. You blow that number by, and you're going to see 1468 in a heartbeat.
If we see 1468, we're going to see some action to the downside that we haven't seen in a while. So we'll see what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, because that's exactly what happens.
For sure.
The further and faster you go, the faster that everyone's putting on insurance.
Yeah, they're getting a little afraid, and the premium in those S&P options, goes up.
Goes up very quickly.
Because it just makes sense. If you're going to be on the other side of that trade, if you're going to be the one giving somebody insurance with the right to,
Yes.
sell the S&P right now or buy it right now, and the market's jumping around everywhere, you're going to start pricing in some premium, and the market's just going to price that up.
They price it up. Particularly because you sell it now, you say, hey, listen, I want to be paid 2 weeks from now. It's like, oh, really?
Right, for sure.
Oh, really?
For sure.
What is that going to cost 2 weeks from now?
Exactly.
So if we go take a look at, let's go take a look at the IBB. So the IBB, that's been hanging tough at 300.
Yeah.
And look at it, still hanging tough there. Yeah. 298. But the volatility hasn't come in that baby yet. Because when that comes in, get out of the way. The 301, it has tested the highs going all the way back to that 23rd of September in 2016. But now you need some downside action with some juice in order to get to lower price. So tomorrow we get oil numbers,
and we have Fed, of course.
Oh yeah,
just to see how they.
That's the number.
Yeah.
That's the number. 2 o'clock, and 2:30 the news conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make sense, right? That no matter what happens today, tomorrow maybe relatively calm until that comes out. I'd be surprised if that wasn't the case. Even today, though, you'd be surprised to say, the market's. But. As you approach that, there's going to be some. Everyone's just going to be waiting at some point.
Yes. So, what you're going to have, like the expansion in volume already in the queues, is pretty dramatic. I mean, we did 10 million all day yesterday, 10.7 million.
Sure.
We've done 5 million already. You're going into 20 million.
Excuse me.
So that's what that's saying is that's saying that. From last week, November 9th, the March 9th area, it's saying that we're going to have more than 10 million shares. We got, an hour and... Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes. That's nothing.
Yeah.
It's 6.5 hours.
Sure.
So the small cap is the one to keep your eye on, folks, because if, in fact, it looks to me like it's going to be an ABC down, and I'm not going to be the only one looking at this like, oh, man, okay, so it's cracking. You'll have plenty of larger traders seeing that crack, and they'll go right into the S&P and they'll start selling, and they'll sell away the NASDAQ. Because that's an indication that, okay.
Oh, for sure. Because realistically, we haven't, we're going back to December 6th.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
right.
That's where this, when you have a high.
And you're going back even further, right? Even where, we were there on November 25th.
Right.
Which would be surprising to everybody if the small caps are where they are on November 25th, when all you hear is the market's going straight up.
Exactly.
For the last, and it's still quite a rise, but that just puts things in perspective a little bit more.
And what it does is that if it gets under that level, it puts everyone in a losing position for 3 months very quickly. Right. And that's what it escalates a market on the way down.
Yeah.
The longer that you've had a sideways move, if you go higher, and that's why people like buying breakouts, you go higher, like, oh, everyone's going to buy and everyone's going to close their shot.
Yeah.
You go lower, it's just the opposite.
And if you approach that 130 level, you're talking about 4 months, just to put things in perspective, of all the way back to November 15th.
Right.
Which isn't that far away in terms of, we're down $1.50 today. That's only $4.50 from where we're at right now.
No, it's
only 3 times what we're at right now.
That's pretty intense.
On an hour and 15 minutes into the trading day, too.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day out here, folks. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. You get Advanced Micro down 57 cents. Bank of America's off 20. You got Marathon Oil down 92. Intel's down 32. MoneyGram, that's a buyout. That's up $3.20.
Yeah, there's some firm trying to challenge even a Chinese firm, I think, to go after them. So they got a bidding war maybe or something.
They do.
An international bidding war.
They do. Yeah. And Financial is one of the largest companies in China.
Sure.
So they got their hands full, no doubt. If we go and we take a look at the GDX for one of the tigers out here, you're at 2198. And what you want to see with this GDX is you want to see a close over 2210 today, and we want to see like 55, 60 million shares. That's what's and the equity to keep your eye on too, and this is what's pushing this around a bit. You have Barrick Gold, which is the largest weighting structure, and we had a nice thrust. What happened is GDX went up pretty quick. That was Barrick Gold, went to 1850.
Okay.
And it makes a difference. Now, the cool thing is that Barrick, you see that volume? It got volume at 1850.
Yeah.
So that's saying, hey, that can get right back there. We go over to Newmont. We take a look at Newmont. Newmont's flat. Now, there was a question yesterday. It wasn't a question. I saw them talking in the den. And what it was, folks, is this. We had our man Tom from Plymouth calling. He loves that JNUG, right?
Yes.
So what had happened yesterday, the JNUG, folks, was up much more percentage-wise, almost double percentage-wise, than the Nugget. Okay. And this is where you want to wrap your head around.
And so JNUG's the triple, Nugget's the double? Is that right?
JNUG.
Just a...
Yeah, they're both triples. That's what the difference is. JNUG is the triple of the small, the junior miners. Okay. Now watch what happened, because when this
and Nugget is the triple of gold?
Nugget
you have to
is... Yeah, sorry.
Come on, man.
Nugget is the triple of the major producers.
Okay.
That's the difference. So you have junior miners and you got major producers.
Okay. That's what I need to know.
So what you had happen is that inside the juniors, right? Well, McEwen Mining took off like a rocket ship.
Okay, sure.
And so didn't Great Panther.
Sure. Yeah.
So when you have that's who's pushing JNUG yesterday.
There's a difference there.
Yeah.
And I've looked at the two of them. I just don't remember them verbatim as we pull them up. But yeah,
So,
I'm aware of which one I'm getting into for sure because there is a difference.
Yeah, and so you want to wrap your head around it. Now the real cool thing is, and Tom probably knew this, what does happen is that when gold is getting killed, let's start at the bottom where we are right now. If, in fact, gold's going to start making a run, you will see the juniors run much quicker than the majors.
Sure.
Because it's the amount of leverage that they have in the ground. And people saying, oh, the gold's going to go up, there's a leverage.
Yeah.
Now, when gold's getting killed, oh, man, those juniors, they get crushed in 2 seconds. Because the fact of the matter is, do they have enough money to survive and all of the above?
Right. They're open to more volatility than a huge established company that just is kind of, a printing press of controlling costs and making sure. And
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And, they have plenty of gold.
Yeah.
It's not a promise that if gold goes higher, that their dirt is worth more money,
Right.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 83. Nasdaq's off 41. S&Ps are down 15. And you get some volume on this move down. It's early in the day. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit DirectionInvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 70. You get the Nasdaq off 37. S&Ps are down 14. And we get some great programming coming up for you. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. He's coming out of Newton, Mass. There's snow coming down. But we did look at the weather in New York. They're getting a little more rain than they expected. So.
Yes. And hopefully it's a little bit better than people imagined in some areas, at least, is some of the forecasts.
Totally. And then we're going to be going to Thinkorswim headquarters, Chicago, for swim lessons. Steve Rhodes from 1 to 2, Dave White. I'll be back, and then...
Andy Hecht is back today.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Rocking and rolling, 5 o'clock, Commodities Hour.
Back with his new studio.
He's going to be new home, new studio, rocking
Las
Vegas.
That's going to be good. I like it.
I think he'll be out of no snow for him in Las Vegas. Let's open the new home, but...
He'll be able to look at the mountains. Maybe there's still snow in the mountains.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the drought, if it isn't over, it's just about over in the whole California. That was a long drought, 4 or 5 years. So they're saying that they got plenty of rain, plenty of snow.
Nice.
Yeah. All those babies coming down. Market-wise out here, let's go take a look at this S&P. So you had the S&P get down. So that was a one-way move. We had a one-way move down into 23.54. Right now at 23.57. The number, it's going to be hard to get above 23.60. That's what I'm looking at. And what that is, folks, that was at 9.50. That's where the volume is on the way down. So that's the number to keep your eye on.
23.60.
23.60. The way I'm going there, see?
That's the bottom of that bar. Is that what you're looking at?
And
bottom of the 950 bar.
Yes, there was 66,000 contracts there traded. Right now, we're at, let's see, you're at 6 minutes and you're only 23,000 contracts. So the probability is that you don't have the buyers, but when I do these bars, you got to wait to the end, because guess what?
To see the volume comparisons.
Yeah, you could be sitting there and say, hey, buy me 1,000 contracts.
Every minute matters, man.
Buy me 1,000 contracts,
man.
Every
minute matters. They're just projections until that bar is complete.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. So inside the end. Well, here I know the small caps. I want to stay on these small caps because this is the small cap.
Yeah, we got a little bounce off the lows there. We're down about $1.60, I think.
134.84 is the one to keep your eye on. And if we look at this. Now, see, this is pretty cool. On the small caps, oh, look at that. So that bar had, let me get this. Yeah, there's the bar. 1.1 million, and then it tested with 500,000. Yeah, 560. So now that you get a bounce there. Somewhere into 135.08. You're at 134.98. But the way the small caps looks to me like that small cap's going to be an ABC structure on the way down. So out here today, it looks like we got a two-way market. We'll find out as we come into the close.
Sure.
That'll be a miracle if we have a two-way market today.
Sure.
And I would say that a two-way, when I'm talking about two-way market, folks, that you could trade both sides of it, but your primary trend will be down. And where I'm coming from that is the aspect of these small caps. If we actually go over and we look at the actual indice, you see it's the indice. We're down $15.
16, really.
Yeah, you're at 1354, and that's dangerous where that is. That's a nice big ABC structure down.
Sure.
And a lot of that's going to be what's intriguing here is that the small caps. Oil runs a lot of that. Do you know what I mean? You get the small oil companies.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. You stay right there, folks. And Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Dow Industrials right now down 64. NASDAQ off 35. S&P's down 13. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.